The Republic of Namibia is about half as big as the state of Alaska. It has a population density of 8.3 people per square mile, or 3.2 people per square kilometer, which is similar to Australia. 47.2% of the nation's land is used for agriculture, and 8.8% is made up of forestry. It is a hot and dry desert climate. English is the official language, which is spoken by 2.3% of the population, and Christianity is the most common religion, which makes up 97.5% of the nation. It has a median age of 21.8 years, as well as a life expectancy of 68.5 years for females, and 64.5 years for males. 50% of the country's population is urban, and 50% is rural. Namibia has a GNI per capita of $4,520. The Republic of Nauru is a little bit smaller than Tuvalu. It has a population density of 1,777.8 people per square mile, or 682.5 people per square kilometer, which is similar to Mauritius. 20% of the country is used for agriculture. Most of the population is on the coast. The national language is Nauruan, which is spoken by 93% of the country, and Protestant Christianity is the most common religion, which is followed by 60.4% of the population. It has a median age of 27 years, as well as life expectancy of 57 years for males, and 64.5 years for females. 100% of the nation is urban. Nauru has a GNI per capita of $16,630. Nepal is a little bit smaller than Bangladesh. It has a population density of 521.6 people per square mile, or 201.4 people per square kilometer, which is similar to North Korea. 28.8% of the country's land is used for agriculture, and 25.4% is made up of forests. Nepali is the official language, which is spoken by 44.6% of the nation, and the most common religion is Hinduism, which makes up 81.3% of the population. It has a median age of 25.3 years, as well as a life expectancy of 73.2 years for females, and 71.7 years for males. 80.3% of the country is rural, and 19.7% is urban. Nepal has a GNI per capita of $1,190. The Kingdom of the Netherlands is a little bit under half the size of the state of New Jersey. It has a population density of 1,120.6 people per square mile, or 432.7 people per square kilometer, which is similar to Lebanon. 55.1% of the land is used for agriculture, and 10.8% is made up of forestry. It has a median age of 42.8 years, as well as a life expectancy of 79.7 years for males, and 83 years for females. 91.5% of the country's population is urban, and 8.5% is rural. The Netherlands have a GNI per capita of $53,010. New Zealand is around twice as big as the state of North Carolina. It has a population density of 50 people per square mile, or 19.3 people per square kilometer, which is similar to Uruguay. 43.2% of the nation is used for agriculture, and 31.4% is made up of forests. The most common language is English, which is spoken by 95.4% of the country, and Christianity is the most common religion, which makes up 37.3% of the population. It has a median age of 37.2 years, as well as a life expectancy of 83.5 years for females, and 80 years for males. 86.5% of the nation is urban, and 13.5% is rural. New Zealand has a GNI per capita of $42,610. The Republic of Nicaragua is a little bit smaller than the state of New York. It has a population density of 135.2 people per square mile, or 52.2 people per square kilometer, which is similar to Guinea. 42.2% of the nation's land is agricultural, and 25.3% is made up of forests. The most common religion is Christianity, which is followed by 83.2% of the population, and Spanish is the official language, which is spoken by 95.3% of the country. It has a median age of 27.3 years. 58.5% of the nation's population is urban, and 41.5% is rural. Nicaragua has a GNI per capita of $1,850. The Republic of Niger is about twice as big as the state of Texas. It has a population density of 51.8 people per square mile, or 20 people per square kilometer, which is similar to Bhutan. 1% of the country's land is made up of forestry, and most is desert. Niger is one of the world's hottest countries. French is the official language of the nation. It has a median age of 14.8 years, as well as life expectancy of 61.7 years for females, and 58.6 years for males. 83.7% of the population is rural, and 16.3% is urban. Niger has a GNI per capita of $540. The Federal Republic of Nigeria is around twice as big as the state of California. It has a population density of 623.8 people per square mile, or 240.8 people per square kilometer, which is similar to Liechtenstein. 78% of the country's land is used for agriculture, and 9.5% is made up of forests. English is the official language of the nation. It has a median age of 18.6 years, as well as life expectancy of 59.5 years for males, and 63.3 years for females. 50.3% of the country's population is urban, and 49.7% is rural. Nigeria has a GNI per capita of $2,000. The Republic of North Macedonia is a little bit bigger than the state of Vermont. It has a population density of 185.3 people per square mile, or 71.6 people per square kilometer, which is similar to Serbia. 44.3% of the nation is used for agriculture, and 39.8% is made up of forests. The country is landlocked. It has a median age of 39 years, as well as a life expectancy of 79.1 years for females, and 74.7 years for males. 57.1% of the country's population is urban, and 42.9% is rural. North Macedonia has a GNI per capita of $5,720. The Kingdom of Norway is around twice as big as the state of Georgia. It has a population density of 37.2 people per square mile, or 14.4 people per square kilometer, which is similar to Oman. 27.8% of the nation's land is made up of forests, and 2.2% is used for agriculture. Norwegian and Sami are official languages in the country, and Christianity is the most common religion, which makes up 74.4% of the population. It has a median age of 39.5 years, as well as life expectancy of 81.6 years for males, and 84.7 years for females. 82.4% of the nation is urban, and 17.6% is rural. Norway has a GNI per capita of $78,250.